All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Quitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right. So I have this article here, all right, just to let y'all know what's going on, man. All right, to keep you updated on current news. All right, I have this article here. All right, millions rise up against WEF and Serbia. All right, and that's biblical prophecy that in these last days, all right, all over the world there will be uproars and uprisings. All right, sedition among men. Okay, all over the world. If you don't live under a rock, there's uprisings and uproars everywhere, man. Uproars of the people everywhere. Government coups, stuff like that. You know, invading one another. You know, this is all biblical prophecy. We're living in those times, man. All right? Yahweh Shai is getting ready to crack that sky, man. You understand? But let's read this article. This is going to be a quick video. This is a short article, man. All right? We'll breeze through this real quick. But just to let y'all know what's happening, what's going on, man. All right? Millions rise up against WEF, which is the World Economic Forum in Serbia. All right? Media blackout. All right? Yeah, because, you know, the elites, all right, they control the media. All right? You can read about that in Codex Magica, written by Tex Mars. You can also read that in another book called The Bloodlines of the Illuminati, written by Fritz Springmeier. All right, the elites, they control the media. All right, they make you see and hear what they want you to see and hear. All right, you think the media, the mainstream media on your TV, like CBS and you know any of these major news outlets, Fox, you know, CNN, whatever, man. All right, you think they're gonna report all this? Nah, man. All right, but anyway, let's read. All right, and then we're gonna get into the scriptures and all that. All right, but it says millions of Serbians have taken to the streets of Belgrade to protest against the World Economic Forum. All right, marking what many are calling the nation's largest uprising ever. All right, and that's scriptural, man. All right, that there should be uproars of the people. Matter of fact, we'll get it now. All right, we'll get it. All right, let's go to Second Esdras, the 9th chapter. All right, Second Esdras, the 9th chapter. We'll start at the top. All right, but the point is in the 3rd and the 4th verse. All right, this is Second Esdras, the 9th chapter, the 1st verse. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Yeah, you have to measure the time diligently in itself, meaning you have to know what time you're living in, man. You have to watch. All right, know what's going on. Don't live under a rock, because that's basically that's about 99% of this earth. All right, that's 99% of you people on this earth. See, only the elect, the 144, all right, and the great multitude that follows behind the 144, which are all Israelites, they are the only ones that know what's going on and what's really happening. All right, everyone else is fast asleep on this earth, man. The ones that do not know Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, you are all fast asleep, man, and have absolutely no idea what is going on and taking place, man, and have no idea what time you're living in. But as we're reading right here, it says, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, yeah, because if you knew what time we're living in, you if you see the, you know, if if you can see and understand what time you're living in, you will see all the signs. All right, and all the signs are signs to let you know what time you're living in, man. You see? And as we're gonna read right here, it's gonna break it down. All right. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And that's what the Lord is doing right now. He's visiting the world in which he made, because all the signs are here. The Lord is telling Ezra, when you see all these signs happening, know that the Lord is visiting the earth in which he made. And that's what the Lord is doing, man. What's one of the signs to let us know that the Lord is visiting this earth? Well, let's keep reading. All right, but let's start at verse 1 again. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. All right, and that's what we're reading right here. All right, uproars and uprisings. All right, when the Lord said that, when thou shalt see uproars in the world. All right, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. All right, and this earthquakes, there's hundreds of earthquakes that happen daily. There's thousands and thousands of earthquakes that happen yearly. And then you got all the uproars of the people happening at the same time. See, if you don't live under a rock, you know you got the uprising, the uproars in Israel and in Sri Lanka and in the UK, in America, in Serbia. You know? And then the earthquakes to go with it, man. Matter of fact, I got it right here. All right, these are the latest earthquakes. All right. It says there has been, right here, 100 earthquakes in the past 24 hours. Whew. 734 earthquakes in the past 7 days. All right, just because you don't hear about it, don't mean it isn't happening, man. All right, we're living in that time, man. All right, the Lord said, therefore, verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. All right, know that the Lord is visiting the earth in which he made, man. Verse 2. You know? All right, it says 100 earthquakes in the past 24 hours, 734 earthquakes in the past 7 days, 3,483 earthquakes in the past 30 days, all right, and 48,568 earthquakes in the past year. 365 days. All right. And what did Yahushua say? All right, there shall be earthquakes in diverse places. All right, and we're reading here. All right, in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and that's what we're reading right here in this article. All right, uproars, uprisings. All right, the largest uprising this nation has ever seen. All right, millions of Serbians have taken the streets of Belgrade to protest against the World Economic Forum, marking what many are calling the nation's largest uprising. All right, the largest uprising. Let's also get that in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. All right, let's get that real quick. All right. Let's get that real quick. Excuse me. All right, right here. So you got 2nd Esdras, all right, 15 and 16, all right? For there shall be sedition among men, all right? That's another word for an uprising, uproar, all right? Violent uprising, uproars, all right? All right, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Yeah, and we're gonna read that. We're gonna continue reading that. All right, but it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So let's continue reading because that's exactly what we're going to read, man. All right, millions of Serbians have taken the streets of Belgrade to protest against the World Economic Forum, marking what many are calling the nation's largest uprising ever. All right, over the weekend, these historical protests flooded various districts of the capital, with Saturday alone drawing well over 100,000 people according to official estimates, and far more by independent accounts. All right. Despite the unprecedented turnout, a media blackout has largely shouted the events. Yeah, because again, you're not going these mainstream media outlets, all right, on the news, your Fox News, your CNN News, your CBS, MSNBC News, they ain't gonna report none of this. Your New Jersey News, all right, New Jersey 12 News, whatever, you know. It says a media blackout largely shrouded the event, leaving many outside the country unaware of its magnitude. Yeah, many people outside of this country, all right, outside of Serbia, all right, you people of this world don't know what's going on, man. You don't know what time you're living in, man. All right, like it says, leaving many outside the country, all right, like you people here in America and all over the world, man. You don't know that this is going on, man. Just brain dead as all hell, man. Have no idea what is happening, man. You know? You don't know what time you're living in. You don't know what's going on because you're a brain dead sheep, man. You know? The Lord has only the Lord has only shed his light upon the elect. All right? Isaiah 60, man. All right? The first couple of verses. All right? It says the people filling the streets are calling for an end to the more than decade-long governance of the Serbian Progressive Party of President Alexander Vučić, or I think that's how you pronounce it, Alexander Vučić, all right, following a deadly tragedy last November, which many believe was aided by corruption and corner cutting. All right, it says 15 bystanders were killed. That's right, like the scriptures say. Let's get it. All right. It says, and invading one another. Hoo-hoo. All right. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one. Matter of fact, let's get this in the GNT real quick. All right. Let me see what this says in the GNT real quick. All right. Let's grab it. Let's grab it real quick. All right. Second Esdras 15 and 16. All right, let's grab it. It says there will be great political turmoil. Is that not what we're reading? Is that not what we're reading? All right. It says there will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate gut. Come on, man. All right. There will be great political turmoil with one group trying to overpower another and gain control while ignoring the legitimate government. And that's also going into race wars and race riots and civil war. All right, because that's what's coming, man. All right. When you read it in the KJV, it says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. All right, going into civil war and race riots and race wars. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right. So it says 15 bystanders were killed. All right. When a concrete canopy of the main railway stations in Novi Sad collapsed on top of bystanders who had been walking underneath at that time. All right. That's the Lord. Protesters are blaming the Progressive Party of Vučić, and already The resignations of several senior officials have resulted, as well as at times explosive shouting matches and even violent scuffles, all right, among lawmakers in parliament. All right, let's read a verse up. All right, it says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another civil war, and swords in their hands." Yeah, all right. "And there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All right. And again, when you go back to Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, the beginning, all right, the 3rd verse, it says, therefore there shall be seen earthquakes. All right. And what did we just bring out earlier? All right. 100 earthquakes in the past 24 hours. 734 earthquakes in the past 7 days. All right. So the Lord said, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Yeah, because it's all prophecy, man. All right. The Lord declared the end from the beginning. That's how the Lord set it up. All right. So it says, because it says, marking what many are calling the nation's largest uprising ever. All right. It says Saturday's protest was called the 15th to 15th. It was called the 15th for 15 protest, given it took place on March 15th. It looked to be largely peaceful, given only 22 people were arrested while 56 others were injured, according to Serbian national media. All right, and then they got a video here. Let's play it real quick. All right, let's play it real quick. You got the volume. I guess it got no sound. All right. This is, All right, it says young people and students are a huge component of the demonstrations, which has also been jointed by lawyers, teachers, and even farmers. All right, we just want a country that works. All right, one law student interviewed by BBC commented, "We want institutions that do their jobs properly. We don't care what party is in power, but we need a country that works, not one where you don't get justice for more than 4 months." All right. It says, for a nation of only about 6.6 million people, the sheer size of the crowd in the streets have been impressive. All right. 6 million people in Serbia. Oh, I do. All right. 6 million people in Serbia, 800K people protesting. All right. Biggest protest in Serbian history. One of the biggest protests in Serbia. 0 crime, 0 fights. All right. 0 broken shit. All right. Let's see what's going on. And this is like, wait till think. Well, things are already hectic, man. All right, because I make videos on the uproar. I always make videos on the uproars and the uprisings, man. Scroll down my timeline, you'll find them. All right, this is you don't see nothing like real crazy happening, but this is still an uproar, man. This is a protest right here, man. An uprising, man. Maybe not a crazy violent one, but you have them happening right now all over the world, man. It says there's an international dynamic at play as well, as Vucek is often described in Western media as friendly to Putin. All right, Serbia remains another one of those east-west fault line countries in which Europe and NATO would like to see a government which moves away from generally warm relations with Russia Putin. All right. Some analysts have warned the country is ripe for a West-backed color revolution, but by and large, the population is still anti-NATO, given their memories of the brutal bombing campaign of 1999 led by U.S. warplanes under Clinton. All right. So that's it, man. Just letting you know what's going on, man. All right. This is what's going on in Serbia right now. All right. There's uproars and uprisings of the people, man, all over, man. And you got violent ones too, real great violent ones too, man, that are happening all over the world right now. All right? Very great violent ones. If you know what's going on in like I said, in Bangladesh. All right? Bangladesh. I think that's what I meant to say earlier instead of Sri Lanka. All right? But I think maybe Sri Lanka too. But you got Bangladesh, UK, all right, Israel right now, all right, even America. All these violent uproars are happening, man. All right, because I've done videos on them before, and it had videos that show it too. You know? So we living in those times, man. All right? So just to let y'all know what's going on, man. This wasn't going to be a super deep video or nothing. All right, like like a crazy deep video or nothing, but let you know what times we living in, man. Brought out some scriptures. All right. So until the next one, I want to say call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Qudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect and the 144,000 that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. So until the next one, Shalom.